Okay, Twin Gates, border of Esfra. Something is afoot in the heart of the duchy, but what? Yeah, tell me what they got in the mine.
The recent days have seen rising lawlessness near the border. Doubtless the consequence of the instability in Glenbrook.
Okay.
Indeed.
Lord Svarog, forgive me. I forget myself, my lord.
It's too late for that. Out with it.
My lord, the bulk of our forces are occupied abroad, leaving only scant numbers at home. The longer this campaign continues, the more fraught the situation within our borders becomes.
Your concern is duly noted, Sicris. Rest assured that the Archduke is not ignorant to such issues. And besides, strength of arms is not the only means by which order is maintained. The time has come to gird our nation with fire and steel.
Okay.
Fire and steel, my lord?
Yes, we shall fulfill our duty at last.
What? The hell does that mean? Okay, with his family dead and his kingdom fallen, Roland finds himself alone in a solitary jail cell in the dungeons of the castle he once called home. Damn, okay. Well, like I said, it appears that it doesn't seem like there are good decisions in this game to be potentially made, so I'm guessing that
What's wrong?
I'm guessing that most of these are just, awful fucking timelines to live through by the looks of it.
Brother,
Calm yourself. Take a deep breath. Now, tell me what happened.
I heard them talking. I wasn't supposed to, but I heard them. Thalas and... Oh, Roland.
Okay.
Archduke, he means to order your execution.
Why? Good does that do him now? Okay.
Grave news, my lord. Prince Roland is to be beheaded at the Archduke's decree.
What? On what grounds?
For inciting unrest by ordering the invasion of the Falk's domain.
Oh, great.
The gall of that man.
Furthermore, House Wolfert has been invited to attend the execution. Our presence is mandatory.
Yeah, of course it is. That snake.
Do you mean to go?
We dare not disobey the summons. The consequences would almost certainly be dire.
Are we just dogs to answer his beck and call?
My lady. Please, I understand. But we have no choice.
I know this, and I apologize. It's just that... there are things we must protect. Things I must protect. Lest we lose what makes us human.
Okay, that's great. Got a fucking army somewhere that'll take out all this shit? Like, because if you don't, like I said, we're just fucked. Sure.
News of Prince Roland's coming execution is carried far and wide.
Okay.
In the blink of an eye, the kingdom of Glenbrook is no more. The realm reels from the tragic turn of events. Prince
Yep.
Roland's death marks an uncertain change in the flow of history. A change which none in the Old Kingdom have the power to reverse. However, the eruption of conflict in the region does not go unnoticed by its neighbors. In the holy state of Hyzant, opportunistic hearts stir.
Weather the storm. Hey, look, more shit. Just pile it on, game. Okay.
My dearest friend has been sentenced to die, and there is naught I can do. What use is a lord's position if he can't even save those closest to him?
Serenoa, you mustn't.
Is it true? Another ravenous dog is stirring?
It is. We face none other than Minister Sorsley End, one of the Saintly Seven.
Oh, great.
It seems he means to take our domain for his own.
House End. Their position in Hyzant has been in decline for some time.
Doubtless, Sorsley means to use the Walford domain to bolster his flagging influence.
My lord, our soldiers have had scarce little time to rest since our last battle. I fear for their morale if they were forced to take the field against Hyzant.
Is there naught we can do?
We have sent requests for aid to House End more than once, my lord. However, our pleas have always fallen on deaf ears. Doubtless Sorsley has been biding his time to strike.
Yup.
Then it is too late for words. There must be something we can do to avoid straining our already ragged forces.
There is, my lord. However...
I dread the words that follow however when they come from you.
Let us ask the Archduke for assistance.
Are you mad, Benedict?
We must needs focus on the matter in front of us. If we weather this storm, we may see that it has unearthed unseen opportunities.
That's true.
However, if we let Sorsley's advance continue unabated, I'm afraid retreat may be our only option.
You are right, as usual. Very well. Ready a bird.
Yeah, I don't like it, but not a fan of I wasn't a fan of Sorsley anyway. Archduke responds, Wolfforce request for reinforcements. Frederica and Gila discuss Gustav's true motives for invading Glenbrook. Yeah, what's the point? Sorsley of the Saintly Seven marches on. I mean, aside from the fact that he apparently could have done it whenever the frick he wanted, like...
Your Excellency, our troops have boarded and are awaiting your orders.
Good. Stand by until I give the order to depart. We make for the Wolfort domain.
Okay.
Upon the foundations of their keep, we shall build the glory of House End. Tell the troops, they shall be well rewarded for their feats of bravery this day.
Okay.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Okay, so yeah, it's something we already knew, which was that, yeah, he's, you know, coming to war with us. So do I have to pick one? Or can I watch both of these? Because they're both listed as, like, the red exclamation point. Let's save. Hey.
I see House End has raised their banners. I can practically smell their greed from here. Doubtless that slug Sorsley is licking his lips even now.
Hey.
I did not think House Wolfort would deign to request aid.
They surprise even me. Has the young wolf learned to swallow his pride?
What should we do, Your Grace?
cannot very well be seen to ignore those under our protection. Go.
And what of Prince Roland?
That shall have to wait. We may have use for him yet.
Okay. Wow, okay. I mean, I give him some credit. He knows how to play the game. But I mean, like I said, like, he took over the entire country. Like,
recent events have not quelled your desire for knowledge, I see. You make your teacher very happy, Frederica.
It is progress that I can see. I enjoy the growth that comes with learning.
Okay.
Be proud.
Sheila, why do you think my brother attacked Glenbrook?
War is a means to an end, always. The question is, what end does he hope to arrive at?
But what could he hope to gain by razing the castle? I can see no point to his cruelty.
what do you mean? He owns the country.
There is always a point, Frederica. As for whether others agree with that reasoning, well, oftentimes that doesn't matter.
How dreadful. Why must it come to arms? Why can't we settle our differences with words?
So long as men covet, there will be war. That fact is immutable.
Yup.
Then war will continue forever, so long as man exists. Isn't that what you're saying?
Okay.
Indeed. History has attested to that fact time and again.
Oh, okay.
What could there possibly be in this world worth risking life and limb for? I cannot fathom the answer.
And 'tis not a question you should trouble yourself with answering, Frederica.
Wow, okay.
And so did the two forces converge on the Wolfort domain, now the linchpin of the Norzelian continent.
Yup, I guess so.
From the west, General of Lora leads the might of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost.
Okay.
From the east, Sorsley End of the Saintly Seven commands an army from the holy state of Hyzant. From within the heart of this maelstrom, one man strives to find the path that will see the house he serves safely through the storm. Benedict Pascal, steward of House Wolfort, wise in war and peace alike, contemplates what to do next.
I'm glad somebody has a plan, because it doesn't seem like I get to. Stelf appears before the captive Roland and makes a startling request. Okay.
Release his fetters.
Yes, Your Grace.
You look well, my prince.
What are you doing here?
I bring good tidings. Your execution has been stayed. And I have a request to make of you.
Okay.
What? What have you not already taken from me?
The good tidings did not end with a lease on life, my prince. I mean to marry your sister.
What?
That'll make him king. I called that.
Without your assistance, she may not be entirely amenable to the arrangement.
Has your ambition driven you mad? I'll hang before I see you wed.
Okay.
I had feared you might say that. In the days ahead, do remember that at first I attempted a diplomatic approach.
You bastard!
Yeah. I mean, he could also just say, you know, tell Flora, no, that's okay, don't help me. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, that's what makes this so irritating. Like, I don't, you know, there's nothing I can do. Like, all the decisions are bad decisions, and, you know what I mean? Like, it just constantly feels like I'm just, you know, sort of stuck making bad decisions, and I don't get to, like, you know, everybody else has all the cards. Yeah. Well, whatever. Let's keep going.
Anna, a report on our current situation, if you will.
Yes, sir. Both Esfrost and Hyzant have mustered armies, and are drawing upon Castle Wolfort as we speak. Given the sudden military action, Prince Roland's execution has been stayed.
Thank you, Anna. We have much to consider.
Indeed. Our situation may be grim, but there is opportunity in chaos. However, we have scarce little time to find it.
What are you thinking, Benedict? Are we to seriously consider fighting under Esfrost's banners?
The time that House Wolfort could stand alone ended with the Salt Iron War.
Yeah.
There is no future for us if we do not cast our lot with a greater nation. However, we at least have the freedom of choice.
Oh, okay.
Choice? What choice do we have?
I see. You had an ulterior motive to requesting aid from Esfrost.
Just so. We could offer Hyzant a glorious victory.
Oh, okay, so his plan potentially is we either stick with Esfrost, or we...
The Archduke's army would be caught off guard. Are you certain Hyzant would offer us asylum?
Most certainly. House End would be eager to bolster their flagging reputation by defeating Esfrost in the field. Doubtless, both nations view us as prey on its last legs. They forget that a cornered wolf is the most dangerous.
That means we must consider allying with Esfrost as well.
If that is what we decide, then so be it, so long as we decide. Esfrost did not ignite the fires of war lightly. They prepared for 30 years.
Yeah.
Even so, they would only have acted if they had confidence in their chances at victory.
Do you believe Esfrost's ambition could swallow even Hyzant?
That ain't the point. After what those bastards did, I can't well say I savor the thought of fighting under them. Couldn't look at myself in the mirror, in fact.
Nothing would be more shameful than failing our duty to our house.
So we have to decide then. Esfrost or Hyzant?
Damn, okay.
Neither force has the upper hand. Our choice will surely guide the tide of battle.
Very well. Then let us consult the scales.
Well, this... Supply situation report. Oh, okay. First Esfrost and now Hyzant. Just what do they want with House Wolfort? Thought we were allies. Norzelia was meant to know true peace. We even held a celebration for our new mining venture. Don't they have any shame? Powers of this realm view us as vulnerable prey, but we'll make them see the error of their ways. Strategic position between other nations, it is only natural for them to want it, but we will use those selfish desires against them here. I like that one. Yeah. I see, if the two nations clash here, then we can be the ones who decide who emerges victorious. We use our knowledge of the land, we can hit them where it hurts most. Never cease to amaze, my lord, the strategy could turn us from the hunted to the hunters. Our house must stand together now more than ever, I'm counting on you. Okay. Prince Roland's execution has been stayed. I cannot help but wonder how he fares in the enemy's hands. Means the fact that I handed my own friend to our invaders. See, this is true. Like, that's why I thought it was so weird that they were going to execute him, unless the entire plan all along was to announce his execution, then stay his execution, so that so that Gustadolf can then, like, sort of even more big brain go like, hey, look at that, I'm saving your life, Esfrost needs Prince Roland alive. Yeah. You are right, my lord. But we all know His Highness can be sometimes. Indeed, he isn't the type to merely accept his fate as a puppet, let alone one of Gustadolf's. I wish he would be more careful. What does Esfrost hope to gain by invading Glenbrook? What does Esfrost hope to gain by invading Glenbrook in the first place? I wish I knew. If we did, we might be able to figure out how to counter the Archduke. Yeah, it'd be fucking nice if the game would show me what the fuck is going on. Like, okay, so I literally can't leave this room. Well, fuck. Yeah. I really don't know. Part of the problem is, well, first off, I know, or I have a weird feeling that if I accept Hyzant's help, then they're gonna come to me and go, "Hey, you have a bunch of the Rizal on your land, and they're sinners or whatever, and whatever they call them. So that's going to be a huge issue because they're going to go like, hey, at least I have a feeling, right? Because they use them as well, literally. I don't like using the S word, but they're literally slave labor to mine salt or sift for salt. I'm not exactly sure how that works in the pool. Pardon me, but so I can see that becoming a huge issue. Yeah, it sucks. Just accepting Esfrost's aid, but I don't know. Like, as much as it seems like a great idea to, let's launch a surprise attack on Esfrost, I'm just really nervous that doesn't work out super well for us, because as much as oh yeah, that feels like the good thing to do, at the same time, I don't know if that saves us, because the thing is, like I've been mentioning, like they still they still got something, like some sort of, I don't even know what it is, but it was what kicked all this off. Where, they may have had this plan going forward, or like going ahead, but the fact that whatever it is they found in that mine started this, was the thing that, snap kick-started this entire war, which to me is sort of okay, but they still have that, whatever it is, so it was worth this invasion. So I'm going to talk to some of my friends here. Our relations with Esfrost are currently stable. I wonder if the benefits of allying with Hyzant are worth destroying that. I wonder if this is truly the right time to strike back at Esfrost. I'm not going to say anything to that.
I think
My knowledge of both nations has caused me quite the dilemma. While I am concerned about fighting alongside the clannish holy state, I cannot bring myself to put faith in the duchy either. What are your thoughts, Lord Serenoa? See, this one's tough. Also because I only have 6 votes, question mark? That one I'm not sure about. Each nation has its strengths and weaknesses. We must carefully consider which would best serve us in the battle. I wonder what the others might be thinking. Should listen to reason if I say he wants to listen to to fight against Sorcelet, but he won't be easily swayed to say we should attack Esfrost. Interesting. Which is funny because he brought up the fact that we could fight, fight Sorcelet or fight, fight Esfrost. That's interesting. Okay. Oh no. Menu. Save. Okay.
We must decide.
I'm gonna, you know what? Suggest we join forces with Esfrost. I must admit, I am curious as to your reasons, my lord. Manages matters related to Salt. I doubt that Hyzant charged them with marching against us, and alone no less.
Quite true.
Their expertise certainly lies in counting coin, not swinging swords. Their military might leave something to be desired. The Holy State truly wished to invade another nation, they would have sent Minister Exharm instead. In which case, allying with House End would avail us nothing should their actions not be sanctioned by Hyzant. That's also very true. If you don't mind continuing, I would like to hear more of your reasoning. Maybe a good opportunity for you to examine your own thoughts. That is also true. Might is right in Esfrost. If we defeat Hyzant in battle, we may win the duchy's favor and find a way to best them in turn. That is not a bad plan. Would not have sent General Vor to aid us were they not fighting in earnest, but would have Hyzant. I'm going to take that. Indeed, displaying our power to Esfrost is one of the paths before us, but I must warn you that the Archduke is not a man so easily bested. You mean to say that Gustadolf would crush those who are of no use to him, as well as those who pose even the slightest threat? Just so, there is a reason he stands at the pinnacle of a nation where only the strong thrive. He is a man obsessed with victory and naught else. That being said, it raises the question of whether or not we would want to be vassals of such a nation. Is deep in thought. Okay. Battling Esfrost may I require why? It's been stayed for the moment. I think it best we obey the duchy until we have a chance to rescue him. See, that's what I'm kind of hoping. I don't know quite how we get there, but kind of hoping we could have, actually gotten to talk to what's-his-face to, or Lord Falks to, organize something, but would have been nice, but doesn't really seem to have been in the cards. Yeah. Lady Frederica also worries for His Highness. His life is currently in the duchy's hands, and none can say how long his execution has been stayed. Acting rashly could cost the prince his life. It might be best for us to await an opportunity to see him safely return to us. Okay, so that's it there. I agree with Eridor. I don't want to be allies with Esfrost. But siding with Hyzant now is tantamount to betrayal, and who would dare trust such disloyal warriors after that? I wonder if the others would agree. No, I'm not gonna try.
What do you think?
Backs may be up against the wall, but I still won't join forces with those Esfrosty bastards. Took Prince Roland from us and destroyed House Falks. I won't see him sully House Wolfort's good name any longer. I'm gonna try it. You want us to ally with Esfrost? Are you out of your mind? Capable of, our situation is likely to improve. I'll try this one. A good point, lad. We can let our skills do the talking, and the more they talk, the better our position will become. I think Esfrost's way of doing things suits me a whole lot better than the Saintly Seven and their Hierophant. Okay. Hey, lover. Okay. Gustadolf was the one who started this war. Hyzant may have its own motivations for marching against us, but I cannot see us allying with Esfrost. Why do you believe it better we join forces with Esfrost and not Hyzant? Oh, interesting. I didn't learn something that... I don't like either of these answers. That's awful. Apparently I didn't learn something? Interesting. You know what? I'm going to say this one. I don't like it. No telling why House End has come here. Perhaps they wish for justice to feed their ambition, or both. And my Rosellan heritage may be a hindrance if we hope for an alliance with them. But to tell the truth, Esfrost's motivations are just as much a mystery to me, even if that was my home. I find myself at a loss, Frederica. Would you mind speaking to me for a moment? Oh, for a moment more. Of course not. Know what's on your mind, Serenoa? Roland will live so long as we are useful to Esfrost, and so long as he lives, there's a chance for us to save him. See, this is what must be useful to the Duchy if we are to help Prince Roland. I think so. Gustadolf is certainly not the type to dispose of a useful pawn. It is time someone used such callousness against him. He has been moved. Okay. So I missed something. I missed something there earlier on that I could have potentially talked to her about, but... Yep, okay. I'm just going to start voting. Everybody's either uncertain or voting for me, and there's only 6 votes this time, so do I cast a vote?
It is time to cast our votes. Do we join forces with the army of Esfrost, or do we choose to side with Hyzant? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Okay, because there are supposed to be 7 tokens.
I stand with you, my lord.
Okay, that's...
I wholeheartedly agree.
Okay. Is that I think that's for me?
I have no qualms with that.
You've changed my mind. You were... Okay.
You won me over.
You have my vote, lad. Okay, so...
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Okay. And I'm hoping that it's not going to end up balanced somehow. Okay. Unanimous. Okay, I got an achievement for that.
The way forward is decided. We ally with the Grand Duchy of Esfrost and decimate the Hyzantian forces.
Okay, I wasn't going to say that, but...
The road forward is decided. We shall join forces with Esfrost to crush the Hyzantian army.
I shall send word at once to begin planning our strategy.
I'll tell the guards to shut the gates and tighten their patrols.
Thank you. Then let us attend to our duties.
Okay. Well, that's that could be a big turning point there. I think this is probably like the first major decision I think you can possibly make, because it doesn't really.
Sorcelet, leading the forces of the holy state of Hyzant, moves to oust the embattled House Wolfort from their castle home.
Okay.
The once proud house has found themselves shorn of the freedom they held so dear, and trapped between two nations bent on expansion. Their only hope of survival is to cast their lot with one of their would-be adversaries. Serenoa chooses to side with the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. Although the wounds of recent betrayals have yet to heal, he sets aside the burden of his grudges so that his name may live to see the morrow.
As the earth rages. What?
Sheila, tell us what you know about this Minister Sorcelet.
Sorcelet is one of the Saintly Seven. He oversees the salt harvest at the source and the Roselle that work there.
His authority over Hyzant's salt gives him great influence, but many whisper of his petty and jealous nature behind his back.
So he's got the resources to put up a fight then, eh?
And he has been preparing for this moment. We can expect his forces to be well provisioned and well trained.
He is not an opponent to be taken lightly. There is a reason he sits among the Saintly Seven.
Fair.
This may be our hardest fight yet.
Hence the importance of our alliance. Without Esfrost, we are lost. The future of House Wolfort will hinge on the hours to come. May we all arrive at the end of them safely.
House Wolfort shall persevere.
My lord, we've received word from General Vlora. She plans to meet the enemy army at the docks. She asked that we meet her there at once to hold a war council.
Then let us not keep her waiting.
Okay. Orders Booker to begin the attack on Wolfort. Okay, let's see what we got. Pardon me.
And you are certain the other saints harbor no suspicions?
House End is known for its clandestine dealings. They suspect nothing outside of the ordinary.
Okay.
Good. Do not fail me, Booker. We must open another transportation route now that Glenbrook is close to us. We mustn't let a mere war stem the flow of our goods.
Of course, Your Excellency. Once we have secured the Wolfort domain, I suspect our work will proceed even faster than before.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's selling things other than...
Nothing of the accolades you are sure to receive from the Holy One for bringing Wolfort into the fold.
At last, Exham and those sniveling upstarts will know their place.
So I'm guessing he's selling like illicit things, maybe?
Seven truly wields the power, as will the Holy One. It is time to grasp the glory we deserve, Booker. To Wolfort Harbor.
Yeah, I am a little confused in that, but held captive in her own home, Cordelia realizes that even more difficult days lie ahead. Okay.
I've had enough.
You've had enough. Where are your manners? You are our captive, and it is only by my brother's grace that you aren't eating scraps off the floor.
Wow.
She should be crying
tears of joy for our largesse. Perhaps she still has delusions of royalty.
Or Jess, that, like, you know,
We
they're...
should disabuse her of such notions. She must learn to finish her meal, even if we must force it down her gullet.
Damn, you savage.
Don't flail too much, dear, else this fork might prick something it isn't meant to. Get away!
What is that infernal racket?
She's so cruel, brother. She said she spits on Esfrost's generosity.
Wow, what a bitch.
Must you bicker like children? Remind me how old you are, Erica.
Have you finished with your duties, brother? If so, perhaps we could enjoy a meal together.
My duties are endless. In fact, I would have you two oversee our occupation of the capital in my stead.
Can't you have that brute Avlora do it?
General Avlora is afield. House Wolford has requested our aid, and they deserve some token for handing us the prince. Your options for rescue are fast dwindling, Princess.
Wow, okay. You know, some people would try a more tactful approach, but...
They'll be gone at last. It must be tonight.
Okay, I'm not sure I'm... Is it really gonna be, all of a sudden that, you know, Princess Cordelia breaks Roland out of prison? Like, as much as that's... I don't know that that helps me